I want to address a point that seems to come up a lot because sooner or later, people in your life are going to approach you with multi level marketing or network marketing. And they could say anything they want. But one thing I think is the easiest to debunk or combat is this one. More likely than not, sooner or later, they're going to say that millions of people are going to want their product. Their product is good. It's better than what you've seen already, so it's going to sell. It's guaranteed. They they have some amount of certainty that this product has demand and has profits, and they're going to make millions by selling millions of them to millions. Now, how do you know they're serious, or how do you know they know what they're talking about? Here's my answer. You know they don't. And how do you know that? Because this is the test I use. There is not one product. I could probably think of one exception. I challenge you to find me another one. There is not one product that the manufacturer intends to make millions by making millions of them and selling them to millions, that which is not sold in stores. Not one. So if somebody tells you that they can sell millions of these by making millions of them and selling them to millions of people and making millions of dollars, and it's not sold in stores, you know they're full of shit. Because why aren't they sold in stores? Because they can't. There is not one example, maybe one, that the manufacturer voluntarily chose not to do that. And the example that comes to mind would be the iPhone or certain Apple products. They typically only sell them in Apple stores or on their website. That's the only one I could think of. Every other item, every other company, if they intend to sell millions and they tend to make millions, whether dollars or product doesn't matter, they always will sell to wholesalers if they can. So if you hear somebody telling you that they don't want to sell to wholesalers, they're full of shit. And even Apple iPhones are starting to, uh, you know, move away from that as an example. That's starting to not become as true as it was 5 or 6 years ago. So next time somebody tells you that this product is going to be in demand, it's going to make millions of dollars, millions of people are going to want it, you ask them why it's not sold in stores, they better have an answer. They better say it is. They better say it can. Well, if they say they can, then it has to be because they can't say it can and they chose not to. It doesn't happen. Never does. If a product has demand, it will be sold in stores because stores want to sell it. So if something is not sold in stores, you pretty much have one reason. You can't. You can't. That means the store doesn't want to carry your item. They don't believe in your item. Maybe you don't believe in your item. Maybe you can't even deliver. So you can't have it all those ways. That's how you respond to them. So next time somebody tells you that they have such a great product, it's gear, they know how much money they're going to make because they know how many people are going to be pushing them out. Tell them, if your product was so good, I would have found them in stores by now. And tell them this. They'll say, "Oh no, don't just wait. 6 months, a year, 2 years from now, everybody will want." Tell them, "I can wait." Tell them I'm not going to be the first person to jump in. I don't care how much money I lose. I'm sure there's a few little, anecdotal examples of people making a lot of money by taking unnecessary and irrational risks, but don't think you're one of them. You'll make much safer choices by not falling for these hustles. Let people with money and people who are more tolerant to risks take these chances. Let the actual stores and professionals carry these products if they are actually sell. If you don't see this vitamin or makeup product or drink it's sold in stores, you know one thing: nobody wants it. There aren't buyers. It's not a profitable product, even if it's superior. But if you don't put it on the market to test the demand, you'll never know what it's worth. So don't believe them when they tell you that we're selling you this at factory cost or at wholesale price. You don't know what it's worth. You might know the raw material and labor involved, but that doesn't necessarily equate to what it's worth on the market. So I hope this is helpful next time you hear somebody sales pitching you multi-level marketing. And yes, my challenge is open. Find me one product that has demands by the magnitude of hundreds of thousands or millions, and the manufacturer voluntarily chose not to sell to wholesalers. Until then, I will continue to contend, continue to assert, and say with a straight face that anybody who doesn't sell their product in wholesale or retail cannot. And they cannot because nobody wants their product or not enough people want their product. It's that simple. Thank you.